Do not allow women to subject you to being abused, and speak out on it. I want y'all to speak out on it because I was embarrassed. I never told much people, but I was embarrassed to say that a woman was putting her hands on me and spitting in my face and biting me and all of these things. I was ashamed as a man. So I know there's other men out there that's going through this, that is ashamed to talk about it. Because the minute you try to restrain them or hold their hand, you're dead wrong. And like I said, I'm very sympathetic with the women who really and actually went through these things. But it's not fair to them, those women. It's not fair to them for somebody to come and try to manipulate them and use them for situations. Everyone is saying I made this big talk about a soca artist and there is no soca artist and all of this stuff. This is the conversation with her, and I don't have the whole conversation, but this is Moto. She was talking to Moto while she was talking to me. December 29th, 2019, he pinned where he was and said here. Couple of months ago, October 23rd, Friday, couple of months ago, hey, how are you, sweetie? How are you, love? So this is what you're doing. And that's why you had the need to go through my phone. Because you knew exactly what you was doing. Okay? I read her chats with her friends. They called me a paymaster. I was nothing but a paycheck for Kerby. This is her speaking to Nate. And like I said, me and Kerby had our offs and ons, but we was always trying to work through it and always trying to fix things. Right? So whether she was in Florida, whether she was here, we always had the need to try to fix things. Does anybody remember this date? Look at the date and tell me, does anybody remember it? Because I'm going to remind you of it right now. Okay? I was nothing but real, genuine, and honest to Kerby. I took care of her for 2 years. If you've seen that screenshot that I just put up when she said she was at the dentist and she was getting a root canal, her mother called me and told me that I have to pay her root canal bill because that's my woman, knowing that she was engaging with other men. So this is what it's been, the whole entire relationship. So you see the date on this right here. You see the date. Now I'm going to show you the date of something else. So when they talk about they wasn't with me at the time, makes sense. This is when we went to LA. You saw it, and she said she was in LA. Yes, he flew you out. Yes. While I'm on stage trying to make $1 to feed my family, while I bring her on the stage and telling everybody that this is my wife, you're telling a man that you're going to be back and you're going to see him when you get back. This is all when we was in LA. Okay? I've set up this whole thing for her. That's what love is. That's what love is. This is the picture that I was talking about. Okay? And I have so many texts, and everything that I could show you. And really and truly, I don't feel like I need to go into all of that. But the way that I see that you guys dealt with me, it's necessary. The way that I seen her play this innocent role, it's necessary. I've been taking care of Kerby since she got here. Okay? And she's talking about years. I was abused for years. For years? We only been together for 2 years. What's years? You're talking like it was 10 years. And then you're lying. I've been taking care of her. This is all her. What's also with the stuff that I sent to her bank account. Okay? So the truth must be told. Kerby is a very abusive woman. Very abusive. Emotionally, verbally, physically. This is her friend. Now, any woman, and I'm not going to keep it on there. I'm not going to keep it on there because I don't want... Look, just read. Just read. Just read. Don't believe me. Read. Read. Don't believe me. Read. I just wanted to speak my truth. So, she claimed that I did voodoo to her. She said I was doing voodoo on her, right? A friend of mine's, when we was going through our problems, introduced us to someone that was supposed to be a spiritual man, right? Me and Kerby both decided that we wanted this man to help us through our problems. And, you know, he was a spiritual man and he could pray over us and do whatever he had to do to make sure that we was okay. This man was a Haitian man. We both decided that this is what we wanted to do. The man did a spiritual reading. And the man said that the same guy that has been threatening her, put out her sex tape and all that, has been doing voodoo on her. That's what the man told us. I'm not assuming anything. I'm not making any allegation. I'm telling you the facts. The man said that the guy who she was with was doing voodoo on her to keep her in his life. The man asked Kerby, did you ever give this man any piece of clothing that you wore or anything? She said yes. She said he asked for her shirt when she was in the academy, and he took a dirty panty and had that. And the man was doing voodoo on her. So we went for it to be removed. We didn't go to a black magic specialist or a dark voodoo person. We went to somebody that said they were godly and they could help us take that off. The man, when me and Kerby had another situation where she left, the man said that he's been calling Kerby and she's not answering his phone, and he takes that as disrespect, and he doesn't like that. He told me that what he was going to do to her and this and that, and I didn't like the fact that that's where he was going with it, because if you're a man of God, you shouldn't have that type of thought process in your mind. And this is where I realized that this man was a dirty man. He told me what he wanted me to do to Kerby, and I wrote it down on a piece of paper. And I knew that I was never going to talk to this man again. I knew that I was never going to do what he told me to do to Kerby, so I left it alone. But I left that paper that I wrote everything down in my drawer. Once again, Kerby had the need, when I was not home, to search through my things, and she found it. And I was honest and I was open with her, and I told her, I said, listen, this is what the man told me to do, but I would never do anything like that to you, because I love you genuinely. So when she talk about voodoo, come on. Come on. I'm going to read the other texts that I couldn't bother to scroll down and all of that stuff. But I also want to show you the amount of interference that her mother had to play in our relationship. Okay? I want you to see the fight that we had to fight through from day one. Okay? Because everybody else had a ulterior motive for our relationship. Everybody else had a say about what they wanted and how they wanted it in our relationship. When I posted, the first time I posted, the first time I posted Kerby, this is what appeared in my DM. And I'm about to wrap it up. I don't want to be on here all day, so I'm about to wrap it up. But I'm just letting, okay? As a matter of fact, you know what? It's not even important. It's not even important. So, I have the sex tapes of her and the same dude that was planning to leak it. I got all kind of sexual